I don't know what I'm going to talk about in this video, but whatever. Alright guys, what's up? Welcome back. YoungLitMama420. I got another video for you guys. My last video, if I'm remembering right, was a update video of me doing my makeup. Hopefully the quality is getting a little bit better each time. Got me a ring light for my birthday, and I also got a camera and laptop. So once I figure out those things, quality hopefully will get better and better. But right now, I'm still working off of my phone, and we got a ring light now. So that's super fucking cool. But today I figured I would have something to drink, and I want to use a new-ish makeup launch that my friend got me for my birthday. So we're gonna see if my makeup skills get worse or improve with a few glasses of wine. Okay, so I've only had, this is my second glass of wine, and I'm going to attempt to do my makeup. My face is a bit of a wreck right now. As you can tell, I've got some discoloration, sunspots. It's a mess, but I did get a facial for my birthday, so I'm gonna go get that done in a couple weeks probably. But this is what we're working with right now. And I just pulled out a few makeup products, and I figure we will just get started. If I look super fucking tired, it's because I am. I decided to get an 1/8 of shrooms and split it with Daddy. Not yesterday, but the night before, and I'm still trying to catch up on some sleep. So if my eyes are super red and got some dark circles, that's why. So let's just get started. The first thing I'm gonna do is prep my skin with a primer, and I've really been liking this one. This is e.l.f. Luminous Matte Makeup Primer with acai berry. It's really good. I really like this stuff. Haven't noticed it clogging my pores at all, and I feel like it really does do a good job of making my makeup last, as well as filling in my pores. Ugh, my face is awful right now. I'm gonna be using my beauty blender from, I believe this is an e.l.f. sponge, and my favorite foundation right now, especially if I'm going to a party or a photo shoot, has been the Maybelline Dream Urban Cover. It says it's a full coverage protective makeup with sunscreen, so it does have SPF 50 in it, and I have it in the shade 110 Porcelain. So I'm gonna shake this up. The only thing I will say is it does, I think it's water-based. So the beauty sponge kind of soaks up a lot of the product, but I really don't mind. I love this stuff. So we're gonna just bounce this into the skin. So this is the side with and the side without. I'm gonna do the same thing to the other side. Now that we have our foundation down, let's go ahead and get our concealer. If I'm wearing makeup, this is the duo I've been using, but this is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade 5 Ivory. So I put this towards the inside. Then I'm going to take the e.l.f. 16 Hour Camo in the shade Medium Peach. And this stuff is super, super full coverage and really thick. So just be aware. A little of this goes a long way. If I want a shade that's a little bit more brightening, I'll go with shade Fair Warm. I do find that the e.l.f. Camo Concealer, I personally think you have to work kind of fast with it. It's not one that you can let sit while, you know, you text your boyfriend or take your nudie photo. You can't do that with the e.l.f. concealer just because it's super thick. We have baby ass skin. How am I just gonna act like I didn't just wipe all those boogers all over my sleeve? We are gonna set the face and then bring life back to it with a little bit of color and contour. But before that, we drink. Alright. Right now, I've been using and loving the Flower Beauty Miracle Glow Satin Finishing Powder. It says it minimizes the appearance of imperfections and has an ambient glow. The packaging is a bit absurd. This is stupid bulky. Like, look. This is just a lid. I don't know. Look at all the powder. I really do like this stuff, though. Alright, so that's it with that. I just inhaled so much powder. I do want to bring a little bit of color to the skin, so and a little bit more coverage on a couple areas. So I'm going to be using the Physicians Formula Super BB All-in-One Beauty Balm Powder. This has an SPF of 30 and it's in the shade light to medium. This is the lightest shade they have. That's why I don't like using this as my foundation because it's obviously too dark. And kind of bounce this all over the skin. A little bit more coverage, a little bit of color. I'm going to try out the Makeup Revolution High Brow Gel with Cannabis Sativa in the shade Ash Brown. I'm not too sure what they mean by Cannabis Sativa, so let's see if there's actually even any hemp in this. Okay, so it's not a lot, but about towards the middle of the ingredient list, we have Cannabis Sativa seed oil. So, whatever. Again. So, whatever that means, but this is what the product looks like. It's pretty. So let's see what the wand looks like. Looks like a standard brow wand. Let's give it a go. I like that. I don't know if you can tell, but right here, you can see those little highlight blondes in it. Makes it look a little more natural than this side. I like that. Let's do the same thing to the other side. We'll get a little closer. Alright, I'm gonna have to mess around with this a little bit more, but so far, I enjoy it. Cute. I like it. So for contour, I have the Profusion contour palette. This is what it looks like. It came with a brush over here, whoa, that I don't use, that I lost, but we're going to be using the shade, probably this, I don't know, we're probably going to use this light contour shade. I'm going to be using the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush, which looks like this. Milani in number 5. This is their Baked Blush in Luminoso. Looks like this. What the hell is that face? I always put a little bit of blush on my nose. It looks a little bit more natural, like it's sun-kissed from the sun, because if you got a little burn on your cheeks, it wouldn't just be on your cheeks, it'd be on your nose too. So, love doing that. And right now, I'm really loving the e.l.f. bronzer in Golden. This is their quad, where it has 4 different shades in one pan, so if you wanted to, you can swirl them, which is what I do. This is what we're looking at. I think we're looking really good. So that's this. Alright, now we're gonna do the super fun part, which is the eyes. And before we do that, I'm going to use the makeup spray or fixing spray that came with the collection, and I'm going to just tone down the powderiness. I'm not sure that any of that got on my face. It's got a little bit of a perfumey smell, So if like scents irritate your skin or dry them out, I would be aware of that. This product does have some alcohol and perfume in it. Alright, let's see. Wow. I actually really like that. Oh yeah. Wow. Alright, I actually really like that spray. I actually kind of like it. It really melted the products together really nicely. So we'll see if it makes it stay any longer. But so far, I enjoy this. Now we're gonna get to finally go into the Makeup Revolution Chilled with Cannabis Sativa makeup palette. And this is what she looks like on the inside. Alright, we are gonna take, like I said, this single shadow. It's a pretty skin toned color. Let's try to turn this a little down there. I'm using the BH Cosmetics brush in 130. It's just a flat paddle brush. And I'm just gonna pack this on the lid all the way up to the brow bone so we have a nice, even, and easy to blend canvas. Especially since we're gonna be using shades like greens and blues that hopefully are really pigmented, but they can be harder to formulate, so I don't know how blendable they're gonna be. I will say I'm really excited. I have some other videos coming your way. I have some true crime videos, as well as some mental health and substance abuse, prison stuff. I don't know. I just want you to really fall in love with this channel and enjoy hanging out with me. But there's that. I do like to keep this to the side in case I need help blending any colors. But let's officially get into the palette, shall we? I have no idea what I want to do. So let's see what we're working with. I will say I love the mirror. It's a nice big mirror. Alright, let's go with, but I'm going to take the shade down here called Relax. And I'm going to use a big, fluffy, Wet n Wild blending brush to just kind of buff it in the crease for me to help give me a transition shade. So let's see if these are dusty at all. So I've tapped in there quite a bit, and there's really not that much fallout, which is nice. But let's go ahead and put this in the crease. And I am going to take it all the way to the inner corner. Alright, so I will say it's a lot lighter than I anticipated, so we're going to dip in again. I'm going to, what do I want to do? I kind of want to go in with the shade Plant, which is this color right here. It's another matte, like deep brown. So I'm going to use this Profusion dual-ended brush, and I'm going to use this little packer side. We're going to pick up some of that product. And we're going to pack this all over the lid. The whole lid. Alright, so we've packed the green on to both sides. I'm going to go back in and pack just a little bit more on. Really get that color payoff. Okay, so this is what we're at. I'm going to go back in to that single shadow from Wet n Wild in the shade Brûlée. I'm going to take the BH129 and really get in there and really blend this out into the crease. Okay. Go back in with my blender brush into the shade Relax and back into the crease. Natural, which is down here. It's this darker green, a little darker than this one. And it has a tiny, tiny, tiny bit of shimmer in it. It's the base of it is a matte though. And oops, I'm gonna take the Creme Shop little detailer brush. Looks like this. I'm gonna dip into that. And I'm gonna put it here in the outer corner. Okay, I'm back. It's now 4:40. I started this look about 2 hours ago, but halfway through, I had to take my kid to the hospital. So I just took off my wristband. He's doing fine. He just was puking really bad. So we got him some fluid and some nausea medicine, and he's home now, doing much better. So I finally decided, well, let's try to finish up this makeup look. So hopefully it still looks somewhat fresh for you guys. But yeah, so I'm gonna get right back into the palette. Let's do this. I'm gonna go into the shade Cool, which is right here on the corner. And I'm gonna deepen up the crease to give it some dimension now that we have the green laid down. So I'm not really loving this shade Cool. It's like the only one that I feel like doesn't have a lot of pigment to it. Really gonna coat my brush, and I'm gonna put it right up against the waterline, and I'm really gonna like smoke it out. Well, I'm gonna take my NYX Glitter Primer. And I'm just gonna take a little bit of that on my finger. Like that. And I'm gonna dab it in the center of my lid. Let's take the shade Candyland, which is right here. I'm gonna take it on my finger. It's like this. It's super pretty. Put that in the center, right on top of the glitter glue we put down. Oh yeah. Oh, that's gorgeous. Oh yeah, it just gave that little pop. Ooh! Alright, I'm gonna take a little bit on this side. Oh my gosh, I fucking love that. Okay, okay, liking it, yeah, yeah. Alright, let's take a little bit of the shade Plant right here and put that against the lash line as well. I love it! Let's go ahead and put on our highlight. I'm going to be using the Milani Trio in Stellar Lights number 3. This has, as you can tell, 3 different highlights. We have a really nice icy one, champagne, and a more rose gold. So I'm going to take my all-time favorite highlighting brush, which is the Eco Tools. And I'm going to dab into the lightest shade and pop it on top of my cheekbones. And I want a blinding highlight. See that? Beautiful. Take it up to my temples, whatever's left on the brush. Pop! Beauty! Love it. Okay. So, now let's go ahead and put on some mascara. So, I'm taking my eyelash curler. The Maybelline Lash Sensational. I'm gonna let that dry a little bit before I go in with my second coat, which is gonna be with the IT Cosmetics and Dry Bars Blowout collab. Ooh! Ugh. I love it. Okay. We're gonna use the Kylie Jenner Velvet Liquid Lip in the shade Boy Bye. I'm not the best at putting liquid lipstick on, so bear with me. Okay, so there's 2 coats. I love the color, and I actually think it looks really good with the green. I was kind of worried. But I'm going to let this dry, and then we're going to be putting on the NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Praline, and just deepen it up just a tad. We'll be all done. We will finish by putting on our spray, and then I can take some photos and close out the video. I'm so proud of myself for doing a colored look and it actually looking so fucking good. So, give that a sec to dry. Kylie Jenner's liquid lips are actually very comfortable. They're... I shouldn't be allowed to edit when I'm this tired. Not sticky, they're dry, but my lips don't feel dry. They're very comfortable, so I like it. Let's go ahead and put on our gloss and finish up the look. All right, this is the finished makeup look. It's so hot. I love it. It came out perfect. Let's go ahead and set the face. Alright, that dries actually really well. I don't notice any splotching. It just looks like I have wine on the side of my face. Okay. It looks so good. So let's clean up my mess and get some photos going. Thank you guys so much for clicking on this video, sticking with me, sticking with my channel, following me on all my social media, and just giving me so much love this past year. I can't wait to create lots of more content for you guys, bigger, better content, and until next time, make sure to check out more from me at YoungLitMama420. But until then, bye guys.